Understand that you can obtain that which you dream of and that which you desire. But for now, you're going through this. You are having to go through this negative situation. But understand that when you actually get what you deserve and get what you dream of, you are going to appreciate it so much more in the future. I want to welcome you to Raw Honey. I want to ask you, is life working out for you the way that you want it to? Are you claiming your birthright by living a life that's fulfilling, happy, and peaceful? Because let me remind you, that is exactly what you deserve. You get to choose the perspectives that will work for you, that will help you into creating the life of your dreams. So, thank you so much for allowing me to share my thoughts, to be real, raw, and vulnerable with you. I really cannot wait to dive into this week's topic. So, what are you waiting for? Let's go. Guys, thank you so much for joining me for episode 6. We get to talk about polarity and contrast. We get to talk about the ups and downs. We get to talk about left, right, good, bad, love, hate, forward, backward, depression, happiness, anxiety, and calmness. You get the gist. I want you to first off think about a time where you were so thirsty. It was so uncomfortable. Oh my gosh, it was so hot. You've been playing all day out in the sun. You've been hiking all day. You just forgot to bring water maybe somewhere and you just so thirsty. You're parched. Your mouth is dry. Your lips are cracking. You keep thinking about water, but no water is there, is available. So remember that first drop of water that you had? I bet that tasted so good, right? Or think about a time where you're super hungry. You've been starving all day. You haven't had a chance to eat. Me as a nurse, that happens all the time. So that first bite of food, amazing. It tastes amazing, doesn't it? Delicious, right? We appreciate having something so much more when we've experienced the opposite. Food and water have never tasted so good as to when you've just experienced hunger and thirst. Am I right? Now, do we have to wait until we suffered through the bad to be able to appreciate the good? Absolutely not. But we can't deny the fact that we appreciate the good so much more when we've actually had to experience the bad, the negatives. The negatives are so uncomfortable that we try to run away from it. Rightfully so. Of course, that makes sense. But can we agree that once we've experienced the negatives, the good feels that much better? So, what if we're supposed to go through these negatives so that we can appreciate life and the good that much more? Whatever you're going through right now, whatever negative situations that you're going through right now, first of all, understand and believe that you have the power to overcome these situations. Anything that makes you feel stuck right now, anything that makes you feel like it's the end of the world, that the world is just so unfair to you. Why do you have to go through this? Why do you have to be stuck at a job that makes you feel undervalued and unseen, disrespected? You're barely making enough, and it's just so draining. Why do you have to be in this toxic relationship with this person who does not support you and love you in the way that you deserve? You know you deserve better, but you are stuck in this toxic relationship, right? Why do you have to go through all of this? Well, first of all, just understand that by you experiencing that which you don't want right now, right? Because all of that sounds horrible. You don't deserve that. Nobody does, right? Going through that actually helps you develop a clear picture of what you do want instead. So there's the contrast, right? You experience the darkness, and that helps you to be hungry for the light, right? A bad job now helps you to create what a dream job would look like for you. A toxic relationship with a toxic partner helps you to realize the qualities and traits that you actually want in a partnership. Understand that you can obtain that which you dream of and that which you desire. But for now, you're going through this. You are having to go through this negative situation, but understand that when you actually get what you deserve and get what you dream of, you are going to appreciate it so much more in the future. It's going to happen. You have things in your life right now that you at one point did not have. Are you living in better conditions? Do you no longer have to suffer through things that you had to suffer through in the past? The degree to how grateful you are for what you have is related to the opposite of that which you had to experience, right? So, for example, a child who has never starved chronically will never appreciate food as much as a child who had to go through long periods of starvation. For me personally, I'm grateful for good people. I'm grateful for good times, genuine, true laughters, deep connections with people. I have experienced the complete opposite. Okay, I've experienced major depression, not knowing what true joy could possibly feel like. That's why I appreciate any moments of true joy that I get to experience now. I get to experience healthy relationships with people, with individuals, okay, with my partner, with my family members, because at one point in time, that was not a thing for me. I didn't even know it was possible. I had no zilch, no clue what that could have felt like. Okay, so that I appreciate all of that which I have right now so much more. So these seemingly negative situations that we're going through right now, what if we can begin to develop a different relationship with them? What if we begin to look at them as not so negative? Perhaps the darkness isn't that scary. Have you considered becoming friends with the darkness? The darkness should make you hungry for light. The hate should make you hungry for love. Toxic relationships, as I've mentioned, should make you hungry for healthy relationships. Bad health should make you hungry for good health. Being out of shape should make you hungry to be in shape and to live a healthy lifestyle. Having addictions should make you hungry for sobriety and to be able to live a clean and happy and healthy life. You deserve it all. Please understand this. You deserve it all. And everything that you don't have, understand you do have the power to actually obtain it. Nothing is too far fetched for you and nothing is too big for you. You deserve it all. Please don't feel bad for any negative situations that you are currently in or any negative situations that you were in before. It doesn't make you any less of a person. It doesn't mean that you don't deserve love as much as the next person. Okay? Don't live in guilt. Please don't live in shame. Okay? Because think about it. You're not being punished for everything that you have gone through and for everything that you are going through. Everything is meant to make you stronger and to make you grow, okay, and to make you become a better person, a stronger person, a more wise person, a more knowledgeable person, okay? You can only learn and obtain these wisdom through going through everything that you've been through and everything that you're going through right now, okay? So see that as a power. See that as a necessary step. Okay, you are meant to grow through it all. You are meant to become this powerful, creative person in the process of having to go through darkness. You are meant to appreciate and love life so much more once you've made it past the dark, because you understand what the dark feels like, what the dark tastes like. Not fun, but now you get to experience the light. You get to be a light for those out there who are also going through the darkness. I truly believe with all my heart, with every fiber of my being, that we are meant to go through darkness so that we can help others make it out of the darkness. We understand how shitty it feels, so we have the duty to help other people get past the darkness as well. The world needs our stories. Okay, I was recently talking to a friend, Ty, and she reminded me that she said, no matter how hard it is, the world needs to hear your story. Okay, so what does that mean? That means you went through everything that you had to go through. You're going through everything that you're going through right now so that you can turn your mess into a message. It's not to punish you. It's not to make you feel like you're less than, you don't deserve love, and the world is unkind to you. No, it's meant to show you that you have the power and ability and the strength to go through everything that you've gone through, that you're going through right now. okay? Which forms your unique circumstance. Nobody has a story like mine, and nobody has a story like yours. Because your darkness can resonate with a specific group of people, whereas my story, my darkness, my mess would not resonate with them. So you would then have the ability to reach different people and to help different people so that they feel like they can make it as well. People are more likely to believe that they can make it when they have seen an example, like someone who's been in the same position as them make it. They are that much more likely to believe that, hey, yo, if that person can do it, I can do it too. We're talking about a lot of situations that are hard to talk about. We're talking about domestic violence. We're talking about starvation, homelessness. You know, are you the black sheep of your family, right? Are you a first generation children of immigrant families? Are you someone who decided to leave their corporate job, their steady, comfortable job, for a job that aligns more with your passion, but that also meant that you had to leave a lot of money? Did you come from poverty, but then now you've obtained success? Are you living life as an immigrant in a new country? Have you experienced bankruptcy before? These are all examples of hard times that people have had to overcome. But the key here is that they overcame it. And now anybody who's struggling through situations like these that I've just named, once they see that someone else has made it past and they're willing to help, it makes them really truly believe that they are not stuck. Because there are a lot of people who are in these situations right now who feel like they're stuck and actually will be stuck for the rest of their lives, right? With the proper guidance and mentorship and motivation, they could have made it, right? So if you've personally been through it, you've survived it, you've moved on to something better, and now you have the answers and the guide, okay, and the roadmap to make it past, please help the next person. You are meant to help guide the next person. Reach back and help them, because I can guarantee you can remember a time when someone reached back and helped you when they didn't have to. It's a ripple effect, and we all understand how good up feels once we've experienced down. How amazing forward feels if we've only experienced backward motions. It's an amazing feeling once you've crossed over. And it's an amazing feeling to experience the opposite of complete shit. Now help the next person, because they too deserve to experience the other side of the coin. So perhaps the negatives aren't as negative as we make them out to be. We're meant to become a better person through all the negativities that are in our lives, okay? Perhaps these negatives are actually positives. We're meant to become more grateful, more powerful in the making. We're meant to also help change others' lives. So, how about we really start to contemplate this idea of becoming friends with the darkness, right? It's a matter of switching your perspective. So, instead of being afraid of darkness, instead of running away from it, instead of feeling like it's consuming you and there's no way out, understand we all have the power to make it through the darkness, and it's meant to mold us into the highest version that we are meant to become. Okay? We're not victims. And actually, the world and everything happening is happening for us and for all those around us as well. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you. I appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed this episode and that you gained some value from the message. Just thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. So happy to have you here. I love each and every one of you, and I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. See ya.